Okay, today we are going to rank the best Rocky movies from Rocky 1 to Creed 3. Now, I've seen all these movies throughout the years. I have my favorites, I have my not so favorites, but we will see which one is going to be the best one and which one is going to be the worst ones. This is a tier maker, and here we go. Let's rate Rocky 1. I think this is a classic. This can't be lower than B. This has to be in the top tier. If I really think Rocky has to be in one of these two positions, and I would say it's S. I've seen it nowadays, and it's very slow. That's one of the things that you would know. It's a very, very, very slow movie until you get to the good parts, to the fights and the training and that kind of stuff. I think to introduce a character, you had to kind of do that. But yeah, Rocky is an S. Rocky 2. I think Rocky 2, it's a classic too. Rocky 2 is really good. I don't know, man. Now I'm thinking of it, is it better than Rocky? I think that's a classic argument in every single person that is gonna argue which is better, Rocky 2 or Rocky. I think the original Rocky is slightly better because they did it the first time, and it's a classic argument of doing a sequel is not gonna be as better as as good as the first one, but it's really, really, really good, as close as you can be with fighting the same opponent and basically having the same argument of the first one. Rocky 2, I think, is not better than Rocky. I'm sorry, at least the original. Let's go to Rocky 3. Rocky 3 is it's a weird movie. Most people don't really think about Rocky 3 when they think of the whole movies, any movies in the franchise. Basically, Rocky kind of like lost it, and Creed wanted to train him in California and wanted him to like be him again. I think it's good, but nowhere near the first two. I think these two movies are like so fucking good that this movie is good but not great. I think Rocky 3 probably is right down the middle. It's not, I mean, it's fine. It's a good movie, but compared to the other movies in the franchises, it's fine, I guess. Rocky 4, man. Rocky 4, objectively speaking, is not better than these two, but this is probably my favorite movie, but I can't put it above these, objectively speaking. I think it's not here. A, not here, probably S. I think objectively it does deserve to be like an A, but I'm gonna push it to an S. It's not better than Rocky 2 though. You know what? Fuck it. It's my tier list. Who the fuck cares about objectivity? I'm gonna put it above Rocky 2. I love the whole aspect of like the US against the Soviet Union. If you think about the US against the Cold War, one of the first images that puts you in that mindset is Rocky 4. So I mean I love this movie, and they had the fucking balls to kill Creed. I'll give credit to them. It was a ballsy move, so I have to put it there. Rocky 5. Man, Rocky 5. Woo! This is not a good movie. This deserves a C. This deserves, you know what? Fuck you. Rocky 5 is not good. It's trash. I've seen it. Here's the thing. If it weren't a Rocky movie, it would be fine. It's a good, slightly average to good movie. But because it's a Rocky movie, it is expected to be really good. It's not good. They tried to introduce more of his like Rocky skit and try to like do like a bullying thing at the same time. He was not paying attention to his kid, and at the same time he was paying attention to like the that guy, the boxer who he ended up fighting at the end. I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't feel like Rocky. I don't know. At least the movie itself. The character was there, but like, I don't know. Rocky Balboa. Boy. I think it's not necessarily a good Rocky. I think this movie was just unnecessary. This movie was just not necessary. I think it's a C. It's not super trash, but it's not necessarily good. It's I guess. It's not mid, but it's just unnecessary. You know, this movie really didn't need to say, this guy wanted to fight again for some reason, Rocky, and his wife died. I don't know, dude. His kid is like in Vancouver in this movie. I don't know. This movie was weird. All right, Creed. Creed. I really like Creed. The first time I saw it, I said, "This is gonna be a fucking great franchise." I think this is an A. I'm gonna rank it as quick as I can. I think this is an A. It's nowhere near the classics. The classics are up there, and no one can touch them. Those are untouchables. I think I really like Creed because I thought that Creed was a stepping stone of something even more bigger and better. Not necessarily better than Rocky because Rocky is Rocky, but really, really good. But I don't think that's exactly what happened because the next one, Creed 2, nah, this is just mid. This is just mid. I don't know, dude. It's just, here's the thing. When you introduce the kid, Drago's kid that wanted to fight Creed, everyone expected that to happen at some point. Doing that in Creed 2, in my opinion, was not the right call. I think they should have waited until Creed 3, maybe introduce the character late in Creed 2 or like in the middle of Creed 2, and then go full into the final movie and do it justice, because I think they rushed the Drago narrative in the franchise in Creed. I thought Creed was a stepping stone to like something bigger, but it was a little worse than this, and I would probably see Rocky 3 before Creed 2. Creed 3. I saw this movie a few days ago, and I wanted to see it because it was the only movie that I didn't see of the Rocky franchise, so I wanted to see it. And it was alright. I mean, it was alright. It was better than Creed. It was better than Creed 2. It was better than Creed 2. Was it better than Rocky 3? Nah, Rocky 3 is still better. That's my opinion. Rocky 3 is better than Creed 3. Creed 3, they introduced like the villain of the movie out of fucking nowhere. It makes somewhat sense if you see the beginning of Creed 2 when Adonis was, in and out of juvie when he was a kid, and I mean, I would guess that he met some troublemakers along the way, but I don't know. It was, for being the third movie of the franchise, it didn't have the oomph that you wanted. So I don't know, dude. I think this is going to be the tier list. Will I change something? Nah, Creed 2 is better than Rocky Balboa. Rocky 5, I personally wouldn't want to see again. It's just so random, the things that happen there. These three could legitimately go in any order. I think Rocky, in my opinion, is just such a classic. Like the song is such a classic. I think probably is the best sports movie of all time. I mean, it's in contention as being one of the best movies of all time, if you ask me. I don't know, for like training montages and that kind of stuff, it kind of introduced that into the big screen, and he actually lost. That's the big thing that happened. He actually lost in his movie. That was not heard of until Rocky did it. So I think that's my tier. And yeah, hopefully I see you again. See ya.